I felt like watching this, that yes, he knows comics, that yes, he understands the other characters, but no, he does not get Superman. Because when you comparatively put the Superman against all of the live action and the animated Superman, they're all the same, basically. You got a little bit of difference in the Snyderverse and whatnot. But this one, you don't get that vibe from it. He was trying to make somebody that Kevin Smith said for the first time ever, out of reading all these Superman comics and out of watching all this Superman content, I finally felt like I related to him. That's because the character's been changed into something other than what Superman is. You know, Superman's a lot of things. Superman doesn't. You got people that are being politicized, by the way, talking about how he would dislike certain people. Superman looks for the good in everyone, and he tries to rehabilitate them. He doesn't. That's Lex Luthor, like the worst bad guys. He tries to look for the good in them and hopes that they'll change for the better. He doesn't hate people. You know, he's essentially the personification of what the American dream is supposed to be.
Right, that I heard from a lot of people. Let's see.
Much so that I was actually waiting for other characters on his team to show up and bail him out. And that's not the type of Man of Steel I want to see. Still, there's a lot of great entertainment here. If you want to take the family out and have a good, fun couple hours of surface level entertainment, you won't be disappointed with Superman. I, however, was hoping for greatness again. I wanted that Logan experience. I wanted that X-Men 2 experience, or that the Dark Knight. I know
X-Men 2 wasn't that hot. I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, Logan was hot.
The impact that they left on me that I was hoping for with Superman, and unfortunately, this falls short of that.
Yeah, I think the reason why it falls short is very simple, because it went away from the actual personification of what Superman should be, which is like they're trying to make Superman pre-Superman in his prime, where he's Superman as a Justice League, already assertive, he's already decisive. I think what they're doing is they're making Superman very gullible, indecisive.
But it doesn't cook though, because he's not like Peter Parker's becoming Spider-Man. He's always been Superman. He's always had these abilities.
We have right now 1,847 viewers on our podcast right now. Yeah, you're probably going crazy, Ben. Yeah. So everyone who's watching, X.com, go on our X channel. There is a $500 giveaway, Solana giveaway, right? Please, everybody, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iShookComics.com YouTube channel. Look us up there. Subscribe to my channel, iShook Co, iShook Daily. You'll see everything that we have there. But get into the $500 Solana giveaway. We do this every month, $500. Probably it's going to be more next month, but we're giving a $500 Solana giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe, follow the whole process of the giveaway. The giveaway will be announced in 3 days. There's only 3 days left to the contest.
But I've heard people that were criticizing this talk about how DC's kind of knee-jerk and all over the place. So again, if you're saying that and most people like this, for the record, again, most people like this. So you're playing something where somebody's criticizing it. The majority of it's well received. The majority of people in the theater, or the ones that you heard, cheered when Supergirl came in staggering drunk and asking why did he move the door in the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know that it'll get a bad reception, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but it's not canon, and it's being done like it's canon because James Gunn's like, I like this story, where it's not a little off the mark, because he hit Superman off the mark in some ways. In other ways, he was spot on. Like, he saved the dog, he saved the squirrel.
Yeah, I think the problem is that we're not understanding the full picture. And by the way, this is probably one of my critiques is going to be on the comic review we're going to do right after this. Is that what's happening is there's a whole spectrum.
Am I allowed to hold up the comic right now?
Not yet. It's a whole storyline. It's a whole story. By the way, I'm not announcing what I'm doing reviews on. I'm picking my reviews myself, right? What comics and books I'm going to do.
That's fine. There will be a review every episode. There will be comic reviews, all that good stuff. Yes. Tune in.
So the thing is, what I think is, this is the first movie of James Gunn, right? So I think we got to give him a chance. Let's see the next 2 movies.
What are you saying? The first DC movie of James Gunn?
Yeah, the first. That's what I mean. The first.
Okay.
We're talking about DC. I'm not talking about his career. We're talking about this, but this is the first movie in regards to the DC
Yeah.
universe.
So,
So we
so
have
he's did Peacemaker though, which is part of it because the dude do a cameo in it.
no,
which
they just did
Peacemaker-
cameos. He's just preparing his way of what he's
But-
going to be doing.
But
From
they've
now
got
on.
the Peacemaker series, and
Right, but
Peacemaker's
he
a
was in
time from
charge
the
of the series.